How's it going, Vickers?
Yeet.
Can you guys
hear
maybe
me?
just go ahead and invite everybody else? Only invited the two.
So
Well, now that
I'm
you
just
are.
fixing
everyone, don't worry.
I'm fixing my chair, so that
Or somebody's at least.
mine.
I
It
don't know.
shouldn't be mine.
Could be Granda as well.
Someone else's mic, so.
Also do I.
Okay, everyone's here.
Quite.
Alright, it's 5v1, I like my odds.
Let's go. Just uploading the thumbnail real quick.
Fresh tonight I'm yoting someone, or I will have yoted someone.
You will have yeeten somebody. I literally have had a discussion about this with the past form tense of yeet. And it was an intense one. Not a student.
And your conclusion was?
Grant, you don't sound very positive.
I'm just making jokes, but
I
I will take these guys. I think the other team has problems, eh?
Okay, I'll be back. Oh no, just give me a second.
I'll help them.
them.
If they need help, you can just tell them if we have an extra oak, I'll switch over to them and our extra oak can just join in and yeah.
What I thought I was the extra oak.
Okay, then they just
I
have
think
to,
you are the extra.
me,
Wait, who's talking?
Viper.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, wait a second, so the IMRS guy is Michael, right?
Yes.
How do you want to be called?
Michael.
Like when I say that nobody knows who the fuck is Michael. I'm just asking like how am I supposed to shoutcaster game attack? Is it Adaga? Is it RS? Is this... What is it?
Weed. Just say weed.
Hi, Blar.
Leaf. Just call him Leaf. Please do it.
Viper, Silex, RS, and T-Boss. That's the thing, guys. Like, if you create those game attacks, you have to think of me as well. Like, I'm the guy who has to say things out loud.
Luke.
It was one of Eddie's game attacks that never knew how to, you know, call it. Was it Slipper or was it Slapper?
The captain of the other team is not playing. He gave me one of the other guys that are gonna join now. Okay, Eddie, you can try switch, bro.
Ja, wacht. Dagbladen, speel dagblad soms.
Ja.
Allee.
Minority.
Wie is een market, hoor?
Iemand, bro.
Er is zo'n dagblad, ken je mij? Ah, dit is goed aanhoren.
Hello.
Hello?
Yo.
Gents, sorry, we're just having trouble with some of our teammates at cable.
Oh, it's chill.
We are getting people in. I just invited them.
Sweet.
Dagblad.
Yeah, I'm going quickly back to party. Be back.
Die hele party, brother.
Nee.
Dagblaar pro. Maar die echo, sorteren.
Dis nie hy, dis nie syne nie.
Maar die link is op die groep.
I'm going to share your link.
Yes, please.
Fresh.
Just
Ladies and gents,
maybe you get some.
how are you doing?
Only gents, but away, been good.
How you guys doing?
Oh, all good, man.
We're good.
Oei, dis 'n shame, man.
lekker.
Kraal.
Dit weer?
Hou net aan. Jezus, weet je vanaf moest ik teruggaan?
Dat is alright, is daar meer. En veilig.
Luckily was ons nog bij die huis. Zo, sorry. Oh, mijn neefje kijkt erin. Zijn naam is Jared Kraus. Je soms in de comments. Bossies, hij speelt ook Siege, maar hij zit ongelukkig kak. Maar zo beter worden. Ik wil kijken of we mij iets gaan terug zijn. Wat?
Alright, are we making progress? Yeah, my mic is echoing heavily over someone's mic. Whoa, yeah.
Is daggeblaad.
Someone's mic's echoing.
Yeah, badly.
It's all of us too, don't worry.
Ik ga mijn meeting kijken dus. Er is niemand uit erin. Hallo. Ja, het is Alex nu. Hallo. Hallo. Ja, dat is Viper.
Wait.
Nou, het is Viper.
Yeah.
Plak net jou mic in en uit, Vickers.
Riso Dagga.
Yeah.
Oh hey, ek was op Tripping Jaguar, as je mij kan onthouden.
Oei, ja.
Check again.
Ja,
Check again.
ja, ik heb al gespeeld, jammer.
Ons dat jy geen naam ons praat hieroor.
Nou, waarvan praat jy? Ons het hele
Oh, jy weet, ek dink die score was iets soos
Agents,
nee,
het is amper klaar. Skrim
Ik
die
denk dat
laaste
ik was de enige dat de kills kreeg in mijn span.
ja, jy sien, ons het julle genooi, dalk jy jou
Ja, maar
genooi,
eerlijk
maar
gezegd,
just one
dat was
genooi.
laat in die aan. Dat was actually vroeg in die ochtend. Ik kon niet
Oh,
spelen.
hier kom die verskonings.
Oh, ons kan die match as jy wil. As jy man.
Ek het vir Dre en Shaki wakker gebel, waarvan praat jy?
As ek kyk, kom. Ons doen dit môre, môre aan. Die match.
Dat weer voor wie vol?
Oh, wait, ons kan.
Sy bras een
Maar-
message.
Always.
Ok, ek sal eers môre sien though, ek is nie seker wat gebeur als môre nie.
Ek kan nie môre nie. Ek gaan maar action toe. Dis ek tipe. Ja, ek gaan actually. Ek gaan myself geniet. Ek is nog jong.
Alright,
bro.
then.
Ek gaan letterlik by hom wees.
Wie gaan by my wees? Wat?
Nee, ek gaan by...
Iemand met my
Hy
baan.
het my... Hy het my gehire.
Wie jy gooi?
Jy?
Maar gaan jy regtig action toe?
Nee, te fuck, ek weet nie wat dit is nie.
Ek exactly. Nee, ek het maar
Ek gaan na my
Action is daar in Alberton, hè.
Ja. Bietjie daar Joel.
Ver van
Gelukkig
my
is
af,
die palle met die
Mensen
bounce.
was gewoond aan
Was om-
dingo's en prezies.
Nee, ou, fuck Presties. Dis fucking skraf daar.
Dat is die best.
Skraf, bro.
Ou, skraf. Ek was al daar, maar ou, daar's soos fucking bankies.
Wat se een?
Presies. Die
Ja, dat is
daar
precies.
weg. Nee, sis, dis nie wat ek
Daarin?
so laf ou. Dan gaan ek volg.
PS4 Pretoria.
En ek was Boksburg. Dat... Wat se Presties was ons by?
Oké, wat gebeur er met die ander van hierso?
Hulle is net nog besig om te join, maar ek het gesê
Hoor jy weide?
aan ons nog 14 minute in die lobby oor. As ons oor die 14 minute gaan, sal ons maar net die match speel.
As ek is lus vir 'n skrim vanaand.
Nee?
So ek môre skool, maar fuck it, ek gaan nog steeds laat.
Iemand is om een rebel te wees.
Ek sal nog gesê my
Ek gaan nog môre skool toe.
Dan zit in jou span Skrim nie, Eddie?
Ja, ek kan loop kry.
Okay, wel kom eens kyk, as hulle nie uitwerk nie, dan...
Okay, ek weet nie of ek almal gaan opkry nie, maar gaan so students kan kry en dan kan ek net
Wag, wat 'n fucking span is die?
Dis Eddie se span.
Winnaars wat geryp was.
Ons was sien nou, nee trust my, daai was smurf kant van nou. Daai silver spelers, jy gaan nou diamonds jol. Dis gereed.
Wat gereed? By the way, ek het, wanneer was dit, die Sondag weer saam met hulle rank gespeel. Ek het gecarry. Ek het die foto check, ek het geen kans gemaakt.
Ek het nog nooit saam die rank gespeel, ek het al 10 gespeel en ek het jou gerek, maar ek weet nie. Ek het nog nooit saam die gespeel nie.
Go check, dit was al gamertags.
Maar hoor hierso, julle is dan 'n 4 man, Weider.
Ja, ons is net 4. Want Matt kan nie join nie.
Maar dis die probleem, julle gaan nie kan 4 teen ons, ek beloof jou.
Hulle vat, hoe ken jy?
Dat was, wat, hy wil ook Matty geweest, Trip en Bonnie en Trip en Unicorn.
Waar Zai, die kom die man en nou.
Skeekrou, ek het nou net in hom gespeel, in 'n rank. Ek weet nie, wag, ek weet nie. Nee, maar ek toch eet met 'n shotgun. Slate shotgun.
Yo, what's up guys?
Skeekrou. How's it, man?
Good.
Hello.
I'm lacking yours.
Always.
I'm really bad at the game.
No,
we
you're
all
not,
are.
I know you, bro.
Oh fuck.
I played,
I was hoping it wouldn't work, but okay. Dude,
bro, I
Aldo,
played Undy's I, right? And then I shotgunned you with Sledge. It was me and Silent Death.
was it the round where I double aced?
No, it wasn't that one.
Okay,
No,
so
I
I think it was like
think-
three games ago. We were going up against all plat 2s. The whole thing was plat 2s. I double aced on the plat 2s.
Pretty neat.
Both attacking rounds, both with Sabana. I recorded. I'm gonna put it on my YouTube.
Oh wait, but please guys, we can't rage quit this game. Please.
Yeah, no rage quitting, boys. That's not allowed.
Please.
This is so
Yeah.
unfair. Plat 3, Silver 2,
No, I'm a fake plat hitter. I'm not a real
Trust me,
plat.
Gold.
don't be fooled.
Plat 2,
We all
Plat
carried each
3.
other.
Don't be fooled by the silver, I'm actually Steenkool 5.
Oh wow. Well done. We don't even have a gold 5. Well done for that.
Dude, if you really think you can beat me on 4 done, I'm plat 4 then. If you wanna go, I can go, bro. Watch out.
I don't fucking play gay night.
No, bro, that you won't talk about my game like that.
Okay, let's not flex.
Hey,
on someone.
gents, let's chill. We haven't even started the game yet. So how
What map
you
were we playing
gents?
on? Oh,
Just
Coastline.
warming up the
Oh, please
voice
can we
of
change
football
the
maps,
map?
That's 7
I
maps.
think we've got set maps. Yeah.
Oh, fucking
The
hate
first one is bad.
Coastline, dude. It's a piece of shit.
Don't worry,
Oh,
that's
weet
fine.
ek is op
I
Coastline.
chose it because
It's-
we want to
Legion
practice
chose
there.
the coastline, yeah. Then there's clubhouse, and then there's consulate. Those are the maps that we agreed on.
Let's go.
Clubhouse. Let's go Clubhouse.
Okay, boys, but like I said, no rage quitting.
We
okay?
chose clubhouse.
Right, where's your last
We
No,
are
no,
Last man is literally, his copying finals is like probably on 90%, so just give him a minute
Wait,
or
is
two,
this
you
just
know
a
what
friendly?
copying finals does.
Oh, yeah, copying.
Guys, how long? Copy and paste. How long did it take for you guys to get into Rainbow today?
As I got on, I played
Took
rank.
me like 20 seconds.
Yeah, same.
Because like apparently a bunch of people were like they couldn't load in and shit like that.
Most
Yeah,
of
but
our
there's a
team
whole
can't.
network
That's why
area
we
in
don't.
South Africa
That's
at
why
the
we
moment.
can't play currently. Well, like because we've got like
shit,
we've got
network area.
4 other gents in our party that can't play because they can't log in. As soon as they join, they get kicked out.
Yeah.
This is a friendly.
Yes.
Which is being
Because
streamed.
I
I
was
don't like
saying my
friendlies.
spacebar's not working.
Not
Yes, done
competitive.
Okay.
I'm joking, boys. It's a friendly. It's a friendly.
Is it really?
So no rage quitting when I kill all of you guys.
Bro, to be honest, there's a big chance
I
that you'll
can't help
kill me
if I
because my
lag out, though.
spacebar... Dude, my spacebar's not working, so there's a big chance that you will kill me.
Your space bar.
Yeah,
The
bro.
fucking MMK.
No,
cheating
bro, why would
piece
I
of
be
rubbish.
okay? This is my controller. Listen to that shit, bro. It's controller.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's my fucking
I sit
keyboard
like
is full
2
score,
meters
bro.
away from my screen.
Why do you need a space bar? There's no space bar on a controller, you idiot.
There is,
You're
bro. It's the
making a
touchpad.
joke, that's... Oh my
It's
god.
called a touchpad.
Yeah, well, I call it
Is it-
spacebar, bro.
Why do you need to use a space bar? What do you need? What do you use a touchpad
Okay.
for? All you use it is for
You'll-
looking.
Listen here, you'll see after the game.
Hell yeah.
Okay, gents, we can start this map. Gent will
Okay.
join after it
Oh,
because
then-
he
are you sure
says it's
4:45?
going slow. It's 4:45 is
I don't
fine.
mind a 4v5. That's fine. Let's do
Yes,
it.
it's
And we still got around
Yeah,
7
I'll wait.
minutes,
That's a
so
friendly.
can
Good
wait.
luck, Scarecrow.
Good luck,
Have fun,
good luck,
boys.
gents.
Don't rage
Have a
quit.
good game.
Please,
Okay.
Scarecrow, don't rage quit. It's not MMK,
Don't
it's
kill me,
controller, I promise you.
Can we go?
Okay.
gents, let's have
Minority?
it. Yes?
We still got
Must
7
really up.
minutes if you want to wait though.
No, you said it's
he's-
fine. Well, it's fine, it's all, don't worry.
Yeah, you guys really don't want to wait for
Yes.
7 minutes, because I mean, it's quite unfair
Yeah.
now.
Boys, just
we
remember,
don't-
no rage quitting,
we
eh?
don't- We don't want to waste your
No,
time,
yeah.
that's the thing. So
No,
let's
you
go.
won't waste our time.
But the
Trust me,
5v5 is
it's
always
gonna be
better.
unfair. I promise you it's gonna be
Guys,
unfair.
I can join them for the first round, or for the first game if you guys.
No,
would
it's
like.
fine.
No, it's all. We can go.
Fine,
gents.
leave it 4v5, it's fine.
We'll be fine.
Okay, guys, let's just go.
Can we start it,
It's a
please?
friendly.
Hey,
Yes, you
start,
can
please.
start. You can
Alright,
start.
yeah, we're going.
Come on.
We're going. Have fun.
Good luck, gents.
Oh, hey. GG,
luck.
easy, good luck.
GG, boys. Good luck.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go. Loading into today's matchups. Also starting here with the Road to 6 Invitational 2020. We're starting off here these South African matches with a friendly scrim between Legion, currently on the blue team, and Renegades, the orange team. And there we have the first one to lag out. Yeah, there are some connectivity issues in South Africa at the moment. That's quite unfortunate. Thatch is going to be the first ban from Team Legion. So actually I'm curious how this whole evening will turn out, considering all the problems we've had. And there goes the next one. And another one. And he's supposedly not the user of this. And we're going to do a rehost. Well, that's quite unfortunate. Starting off with this, so let's do it once again. South Africa North, create a spectator, team only.
Fresh, you here?
I'm here, yeah.
Okay. I want to go play Breakpoint, man. These people must make fast. Yo.
But it's what I really thought I had to put it on SA service. Checked it twice.
Are we gonna start with the second map? Or, oh, there it goes.
No.
Hold on.
Is my mic still echoing?
No, I didn't hear you, I think.
Okay, I put it softer, that must be why.
Oh my god, now Grant's getting that error.
Oh boy.
Okay, maybe... I don't want to leave the match, man. I'm this for Skrim.
No, we're not gonna leave, we're not gonna leave. Tell you what, guys.
Okay, guys.
Ja, ek wil nie vir die minority wen gee nie. Wat vir jou maak is echoing.
Ja, hy sê FK.
Oh god.
Hy het nou net gaan rook, alright?
Kijk het koffie.
Yes, I do know.
Oh,
It still says West Europe servers.
well, we can try our luck then.
But they should put it on the
Where's
safe
your other
service.
two gents?
Darth is having an error now.
Oh yeah.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Yo, bro, I'm not feeling well at. Scarecrow.
Almost. Don't
How do you guys like the new map?
That's alright. Once you get used to it. What? How is
Yeah.
it hidden? Never mind.
I feel like the spawn peaks are a bit too toxic though.
I'm just gonna go grab a charger quick, I'll be back now.
So how's you guys' days been so far?
Ah, it's been lekker.
That's good. Are you still in school or not?
Ja, I'm in matric.
Oh, same here, dude. What school?
Brandwacht.
Western Cape?
Scarecrow, quickly come to party.
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm coming party. I'll see you guys now.
Cool.
Hey. Cocky. Sorry. Waar is Amazon?
Hulle is party chat.
Nee, Weider daar.
O,
Ag, daar's Weider.
Hey.
Nee, wag, Weider, nee, Jesus, ek raak confused.
Dis Weider daar. Weider daar.
Ja. Waar is hy?
Hy het gekry tot 'n error.
Was before.
Hulle is 5.
FreshMD-LEGION kan altijd interrupt.
Pardon?
But if Fresh wants to like still stream, I can get us a fit. En hy was al in die clan, I think.
Who's it?
Try.
Ja, Magic's het, hy is 'n plat een. Ja. Hy is in my clan, my oorspronklike clan. Ja. So as Weider nou nie kan nie, moet ek hom net vra.
Actually, wait, just give me a second. might have someone that can join our side.
Wie is het? JP of Heinrich?
JP. Ja, gaan nog gebel.
Nee, wacht, het is kort verwijderen.
Als hij niet kan joinen, dan bel je hem.
Oké.
There we go.
Hey.
Oh wee,
That's it.
oh
Is hij service fresh?
ja.
Let's just hope it's SA service.
Let's hope so.
I did put it to SA service, did so in the first place. Hope Yubi's not screwing with us.
Oh wee. Oh.
Let's you take boys.
Sloth, you can ready up, Ellen. You can ready up when you're ready. Scarecrow as well.
Okay, let's try this now.
Okay, orange team on attack.
Okay, so we're still playing it even if it's on West or Europe servers, basically.
Yeah, I think let's just go. It doesn't help restarting and everything.
This is
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
let's go. This is gonna be fun.
Ja, nee, die gaan kakken is.
Nou, dat gaan kak wees, Montana, dat speel gaan lekker wees. Dus kom ek sê, is gonna be fun. Want ons het nou actually a challenge. Moontlik, ek weet nie, hopelik. So,
Alright, you're ready.
Good luck, gents. You can start.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
always luck.
By the way,
Good luck.
guys, boys, Legion, you have to ban Thatcher again.
We have to ban Jackal again as well, remember that.
Okay.
Always, ja.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Good luck, gents.
Alright, on to the next one. Attempt number 2, and hopefully it's the only one we'll need. Yes, it's still West EU for some reason, even though I put it to SA server. So let's hope the connection of the guys will actually be stable enough to stick through this whole game. I don't know what's going wrong. Might be an error on UB side of things, but let's just hope that they more or less, you know, will survive at least 2 maps, or at least actually coastline. So again, Thatcher the first ban, which is no surprise since we already have seen that one. But yeah, Legion, I've Shoutcasted basically like every single time. I know that team. Renegades. So I'm really curious how they'll perform on this map, what strats they will bring. But again, keep in mind this is just a scrim. It's more about practicing. It's more about practicing the competitive side of this game and just, you know, making sure that you still know how to work together as a team. Jackal and Clash will be banned by Renegades, so 2 operators can be quite annoying to play against, especially the Clash. But finally, with the newest patch, will be actually back in the game and playable again after there's been an exploit regarding his shield again, where you can basically shoot through while having the shield up, which is of course not so nice to be faced with. And Kevy's going to be the last ban here from Legion. So Jackal and Kevy banned 2 operators that basically counter each other are removed from the table. Let's have a look at this lineup. 6-pick might or might not be coming out. There we go. RS switching off the Ally to the Valkyrie. Also got an alibi, not seen so often. Viper with the Capcan, and instead of a Sledge, we'll get a Maverick. So 2 Heartbreachers, Hibana and Maverick, being here brought by Renegades, and to see how they'll put it to use. Pandas Theater is going to be the first bomb site for Legion, so I'm not expecting too much. More rather a pretty standard setup. Must be reinforced. No denial whatsoever. RS apparently shooting with his teammate right off in the foot, trying to get the drone. Stations being opened. Pretty standard so far. Just curious where the Alba Prismas will be put. It's always nice to have them in positions where the attackers basically have to deal with them. But also positions such as the spot right behind this half wall, which are often pre-fight. Also good to get some information off of the Prismas. Okay, probably expecting the Swamp Begin will actually remove T-Boss. That's an opening kill 10 seconds into the round. What an opener for Renegades here. Comes up with taking out, and Renegades, 3 people in fact repelling him now up to the roof. Minority on the Monty with the diffuser in hand. Breaking the wooden barricade over here by the hooker. So the question is how Legion's going to compensate this now, and there we have RS sitting inside of Sunrise Spot, just waiting and patiently. Patience often pays out and he gets the headshot on the Ash. So things are even now. 50 seconds into the round. Another propeller coming out on the Panthers window, now only left here with Scarecrow. There's a Claymore on the service entrance door, but he's not on the main entrance. This could cause some trouble. Minority joining himself in. The program being taken out basically at the last second. So Alex is basically in a very aggressive position here over by the hatch. He does not have the bailiff in hand, so he can never open the hatch without taking too much damage. If he wants to drop, he would have to use his impact nades, who will definitely bring down to around about 40, if not even 30 HP. It's not spotting the drone placed here on the blue stairs. Will he move it? Yes, just now. Lucky having some connection issues as well, as his ping was about 169. Though I'm actually getting the kill with a Maverick hole on to point it off. We'll also hit the Alibi Prisma. Almost shooting the Ibana as well. He's just in the zone at the moment, having a look at Lucky. Seems to have chilled down a bit, and he drops actually inside of the bathroom. Angle hold by Salix. And ping is not doing him so well. Ibana pellet's also going down here on the theater wall in the meantime. Has been taken down here by Minority over on the blue stairs. Salix finishing off Lucky in the meantime. That's the Sophie gun as well. However, you're taking some damage from the Hibana pellets. It's basically now all up to him to hold down running. Doing a lot of damage running down here now as well. Scarecrow left in the hallway, trying to engage the Capcan, peeking in, hitting a Guma in the process. Though will actually in fact down the Capcan, so that's 2 downed. Teammate Alex here faced by 2 players who spot the first one. Double kill for him now. Only left here with the Monty, will has to plant. Pulling out the Gear Mine, he will not get the kill, but time wasted is enough. Defenders win round number 1. That's Penthouse ending in favor of Legion. Just have a brief look at the scoreboard. Alex here doing great work, wasting a lot of time. We'll look though with the opening kill onto T-Bot, who's been quite aggressive here with the spawn peak, which I've actually discussed in the lobby, which is probably why they were expecting some aggressive playstyle. Well, and they countered it. T-Bot was not aiming at the right spot and just, well, lucky, especially with the ACOG and the amazing gun Sophia brings with her. He got the upper hand and got the opening frag. Kitchen will be. Open the wall here over into the bathroom. Does not necessarily always work out for the defenders. I was actually expecting him to open up the top and actually get a very nice view onto the default plant here over the service center install, but that was not the case. As you see, how things will turn out. Still default rotation here, missing in between sites. Right to the B-bomb, there we go. T-Boss putting his impregnates to good use. I'm even gonna have now a mirror window here placed by Viper, facing down the service entrance. Minority still got a drone inside of the objective. Oh, really obvious Valkyrie came inside of the main lobby. Actually, T-Boss now actually getting his kill levels onto... That was in fact the same spawn peak, wasn't it? Yes, there he is. There's the body. Oh boy. Yeah, that's Valkyrie removed from the game early on. Which is funny because that's in fact the same person that he tried to kill earlier in the first place. Apparently, he did not expect him to do literally the same spawn peak again. Drone coming out. But he was... It's definitely wasting... Alex is wasting a lot of time over in the office and the blue bomb. Picking the flame up busy. Or is also getting a kill now onto Scarecrow. That's the ash of the map here as well. So a bit of a more aggressive push. And there we actually go and have Sloth 3 engaging onto the very same window. We're not going for the wallbang, but nothing will connect. The Monty still with full HP inside of the sunrise bar. Another Valkyrie cam. The moment Wayland will be down here by T-Boss, but will immediately get refragged by a minority with a nice headshot on the Monty, putting his gun to great use. So we're coming out, we'll do nothing. But Alex, great work, actually delaying minority, and minority again with another headshot. That's a double kill for him now with the pistol of the Monty. Speaks around the corner. No, you will not spot. Waited off. Still sitting in the corner. So it's now. The thermal that Wayland here is down there is so close. But if you send that also in hand here inside of the sunrise spawn, it's now all up to Sloth trying to get a kill here. So even kill share between Weirdoff and T-Boss. And it's basically an unwinnable situation. Maybe get some kills, but no, the cross angle. Weirdoff here getting his third. Oh, pardon me, second in fact. Now you're onto the Maverick and finishing things. Round number 2 now also ending in favor of Legion. This round was a bit more dominant. I do like the way actually Renegades attacks these bomb sites. For example, you don't see that often that teams would, you know, take the theater one, open that one up with a Bonner and a Maverick combo, then also open up the bathroom hatch to basically establish a crossfire basically across those two bomb sites. Well, it didn't work out for them. I was actually more or less, you know, rather confident it would actually take round number 1, especially with the confidence boost that the early pick on T-Boss should have given them. So I'm a little bit surprised, but round number 2 that was a bit more lopsided in Legion's favor. So Mirror coming out. Not sure if that's the best spot where you want to put it. can be easily challenged from the window. There's gonna be people repelling on this very window. Teams rather put it on this wall, while you have to reinforce it the other way around as well. Or even gonna put it inside of hookah, facing into aquarium. And also this mirror window can be easily challenged, even from the hookah balcony, and there are definitely gonna be people playing. Well, and here they're getting T-Boss Nations. The spawn peaks will not stop. Here on top, attempted a run out. But again, it was expected. That's the Vamai that. And the fortunate thing about Vamai is that his gadget, the magnets, actually charge up over time. So the later into the round, the more magnets there are. Which means if he dies early into the round, it's actually a huge loss. Similar to Legion. And considering that there are going to be impact nades, or all the software lifelines, frag grenades, 4 of them in fact, Sledge and Buck bring them anti-ash charges, flash bangs, smoke grenades. It's gonna actually be put to good use, and here minority facing weighted off on the blue stairs. They're being droned in by Blocky. And minority is trying to get the opening. Fragger wiggling around with his pistol, doing some damage to the Frost. But here in these no supportive teammates, Alex though getting a kill on Sloth. That's his sledge removed, so one pair of frag grenades gone as well. Viper getting another one onto the hallway, probably over here inside of VIP. Word of here also getting the frag finally more or less onto the mountain. That's also the diffuser down on the floor. All up now to Vlocky, who's actually on 90 hallway. Holding angle down, the will might actually not get weighted off. It's Alex flanking from the stairs. Now it's all up to Waylon on the Ash, who has to clutch out a 1 vs 4 situation. More or less 1 vs 3 weighted off is pretty lit, but will it do anything? Yes, he will actually find the hatchet. That's a double kill, so he in fact would have to ace if he wants to win. And there we have actually some great teamwork coming out from Legion. Viper will be down, pistol whipping coming out here, trying to finish off Viper, getting the killer, but no, there's Alex supporting his teammates. Viper will not be finished. No ace for Waylon, no clutch for him either. Round number 3 also ending now in favor of Legion. That's actually really nice to see. That was some good teamwork. Having the mirror, hopping now into the courtyard, having also Starlex rotating around the main lobby. He hasn't been cleared out. They apparently put the Valkyrie camps to good use, trying to figure out where the enemies are, where the attackers are coming from. The more that teammates you have, the actually more people you have to watch the camera. So there was actually some good usage of both info, like information gathering, items, gadgets, whatsoever, and actually people also watching them and giving the callouts needed, and then basically pinching the Ash at the bottom of blue stairs, and she wasn't even finished, or Waylon wasn't even able to finish Viper off. Back to Panther, so we've had a full rotation. So the second half of the first half, if that makes sense. It's probably going to be a very similar setup, though this time around there is no alibi. Also Mirren facing into VIP. Again, can be easily taken out and challenged from the window. Upside down repel, you can open it up, you can then hold an angle. For example, guess what? With a Blackbeard and T-Bots with yet another spawn peak. The running sloth. That was probably over. Yeah. He's literally doing all the spawn peaks twice and that's the nomad removed. Considering that there are already so much flanking opportunities. Alex, him of course, Viper early into the round, or late into the round as well. Renegades, they tried to adapt, but they even lost the only flank holding attacker. with the long angles. Scarecrow now actually droning in. We'll spot the Legion. Trying to challenge him. It's the bathroom door. Just a little bit further. But he's not there anymore. Rotate it. We have actually Silex sitting inside of VIP, more or less exposed to the mirror window. They should run to that. There's currently nobody that could potentially challenge them. Any sort of way they could open up the mirror window, can open up some angles onto the rotations. We'll go through the VIP. But no such thing happening. There we go. Scarecrow actually going footwear off though. Getting kill off his own, removing the veil, and that's the Ash once again. Get over inside of billiards. Now it's rotating through luggage onto the main lobby stairs. In fact, we've got somebody planting, and it's the Blackbeard default spot, and there's no denial whatsoever. Viper though peeking around the corner. No C4 whatsoever. He will get one though. With 5 Lucky getting one of his own. Impact's coming through and it's getting pushed by a T-Boss at the same time. All up here now. Lucky is being down. T-Boss here with a triple kill, doing a little bit of shaky. Word off sitting onto the diffuser. Diffusing round number 4, also won here by Legion. Great retake onto the side. Well, a nice attempt, but there was no proper setup for a post-plan situation on the Renegade side of things. So definitely Legion showing some dominance. Teamwork's great. Everything seems to be working out, and we're basically going to be on the very same rotation kitchen. Second place we'll go to. More or less similar setup. TBC though with the 6 pick onto the Vigil. Well, actually now we'll keep an eye on him. The weird thing is though that he does get or attempts to spawn peek, get shot down. Does it the second time, and well, he succeeds because Renegade for some reason does not expect it. And that's just so odd to me. He's such an aggressive player. I think they were 5 kills, so together with Silex he's top fragging. But not expecting it anymore. So pretty curious what will happen now. If you look at now his 3rd spawn peak. Pretty much the same setup as we've had before. And he's here again sitting on the camera and basically waiting. But doesn't look like he will go for yet another one. It's good. Basically now be more of a hooker run out. And it seems like he's going for something. But we'll find nobody. Also Renegades are playing a bit passively now. Minority very patiently walking up the stairs. Wait after with a jump out. Getting lucky. Really aggressive though for Legion. 30 seconds in the round already. The first kill secured for Legion. Silex again. Rotating, checking his cameras. They're a good combination. Something we see a lot in Latin America, where the Valkyrie is more or less the main fragger. As they basically set up a whole strategy around this resume operator. And there we go, with Scarecrow getting rid of, waited off here inside of the main lobby, so the Legion will be removed. We've got more than half the round left. And again, the Legion is an operator who basically charges up his utility over time. Silex with a TK onto T-Boss, and here Scarecrow pushing into side into the bathroom, getting a kill, another one for himself. He's basically inside, they got side control, service entrance, nobody's there to challenge them. Maybe exact this guy, it's here RS getting rid of Scarecrow, now challenging the Maverick inside of service entrance. But I do have side control, not being aware that there's a hole in the wall. We'll actually down the dock. Well, he just gave away himself away with the shot. You might see it being triggered as well. It's up to him now to rotate. Well, also now an engagement. And yes, he will find the kill onto Solix instead of the bathroom shut down run. The first round for Renegades to be taken. And Skrim actually seeing the opportunity, getting the kill on Weighted off instead of the main lobby, and proceeding with a push inside of the bathroom, getting Viper, who's behind this mirror window, aggressively peeking in Warlord Horwood's service. That was a good move. That was a good move. That definitely won them the round. So for the last defense, Legion will go to kitchen once again. So definitely wanna give it another try. And this time we have actually Silix on the Jaeger and RS on the dock, or rather on the Valkyrie. Pardon me, swapped off of the dock. Valkyrie actually bring the Mozzie, which means they're heavily focusing actually on intel operators, Valkyrie and the Mozzie. That definitely gives them a lot of information. And looks like he actually got his first run with the Pest Launcher. I can put it in very nice spots here. Now checking the Sunrise spawn. Teams apparently not going for yet another spawn pick. You got two. Seems to be fine now, actually going onto the cameras and just trying get some intel. Scarecrow making sure he's getting at least some assists and entering. Defrost a bit. Loki with the angle through the drone hole, removing the vigil from the game. An angle you should not be exposed to. That's a very common one. And actually you have minority pushing into service entrance, which will put a lot of pressure. A little misplay there. That minority is actually carrying the diffuser. That's a problem, but it's most definitely keeping Weighted off busy. So there's a C4 now being wasted by Viper. Solix being removed there in the meantime as well. And almost missing it a shot. Onto Weighted off with a TK. Now it's basically only Solix and Weighted off left. Weighted off also being removed, and Solix finds himself in a 1 vs 5 situation with more than half the round left. Will he clutch it? C4 still in hand, and we now actually have 3 people just pinching him and waiting for his death. Diffuser being planted here by the minority in the meantime, so it's all up now to RS to clutch this. Jumping on top of the counter. Peaks coming out. We'll spot the Ash, but will not proceed to shoot while and taking out RS. And making sure that Renegades actually goes into the second half with 2 rounds for them on the board. Let's just see how Renegades will do in defense. Maybe we'll actually see some Blue Bar Summer Spore gameplay. It is a good site, but outside of Pro League, it's apparently not so viable. Pandas and Sunrise does require a lot of teamwork. It does require some strats, good setups, good retake strategies as well. But from like a very, very competitive and more or less, you know, professional perspective, we don't want to go to Penthouse. Basically, Penthouse, used to be in the meta heavily. But especially after the introduction of the the pick and ban system, where you can ban, you know, certain operators. I've had in this map with Strategist, Heavy, Jackal, and Clash. Teams started to ban Mira, and Mira was basically the only operator that made Panthers viable. And with Mira being banned, the teams realized that you can actually screw Panthers, not play it anymore, focus on the other bomb sites, because you can never know will they ban Mira or not. There are some teams, again, Latin America, that always play this game in a very weird way. Looks still gonna go to Penthouse, and looks like Scarecrow will go for his spawn peak. Though he's having to deal with his connection, but well, probably a bit too early. Not finding anyone. It's gonna be Silex not only pre-fang the dog, but also taking out the camera here over in pool. Valen has taken some damage from a Twitch drone. The Castle Barricade is here being removed now. Hedge opened as well. So we're effective already putting a lot of pressure, and with T-Boss here repelling upside down. Maybe find one or another operator. If I'm seeing correctly, that backside wall has not been reinforced. Easy way in, that's what Silex will capitalize on. We'll open up a wall into the objective. And in case you didn't know, from this window, if you open up this particular part of the wall, you can look all the way here into the objective. Well, there's a castle barricade, so the angle will not help him a lot. And we in fact actually have 3 players stacked up inside of Panthers Theater. Now the problem here is, we got Flocky over here, and Billiards, and Bar Area. If they shut him down, and then hold the hallway, which can do Silex from the window, and then even somebody maybe sitting over there by hookah holding the blue stairs, they can just easily go into the bedroom itself, plant behind the bed. Well, they're dropping now as well. Lucky is now inside of VP, but RS getting ruthless pick at the castle, being removed, not much of utility there, and is no, never mind. Yeah, that's Viper. Flashbang. We're looking at minority, Blocky there getting Silex. But still, defense team is in a 3 versus 3 situation. Blocky putting a lot of work in. So we're now getting another one. Viper with a refrag, so it's basically refrag after refrag. Blocky being down here now as well. Will Viper know? There are no scoring being shown whatsoever. But he find himself now in a 1 versus 2 situation, with RS floating up the main lobby stairs, shutting down any flanks. And Blocky will be revived. There's no call out whatsoever. Now Santoring. And Viper needs to plant. 10 seconds left on the clock. If he doesn't do so now, the round will be lost. He's planting inside of the corner. Sloth taking it out. Sloth having it now real easy. They got Viper, but it's gonna be Blocky with the Jaeger getting headshot on Viper, attempting to plant behind the wardrobe. That was a misplay. That was an absolute misplay. They were not capitalizing at all. The fact alone that it was a 2 versus 1 situation, Jaeger being down in VIP, the Valkyrie should have never, ever have had the chance to go and revive the Jaeger. Let's even say, theoretically, they would have allowed the Valkyrie to revive Jaeger. To allow Sloth to revive Lucky. They would have had planted. RS was extremely hesitant on the rotation. Like earlier, when there were 3 people sitting inside of theater, bedroom, or rather Penthouse, was not only opened up, it was clear. As said, they had to hold They would have had to hold the hallway, one staircase, and one door. Together with a rotational, but that's it. They had enough manpower to actually pull this off. There was some sort of miscommunication after they had all the teamwork they needed on the defense. They're not as coordinated on attack as it seems. That was actually, in fact, a huge misplay. That was extremely unfortunate. So it seemed there was a Valkyrie cam being thrown the outside. There's actually now 4 players spawned by the mansions. That's in fact a very nice Valkyrie cam. Unexpected all the time. Not really too sure where this one went. Oh, there we go. Basically in between sides. A lot of home improvement being done downstairs, and Solix is inside of VIP now, and you got a very good angle onto the rotation in between sides. This can be huge. Just can hold on to the rotation, the angle a little bit longer. RS though getting a kill on his own. That's the sloth being removed downstairs in the main lobby. So Nosy 4 from below. Fibos Nation, an easy one clap. That's a free kill on Vailon over in the UK. Oh, there. Minority taking it way off. Easy headshot for him. Blocky getting RS. That's refrag. Now again a 3 versus 3 situation. Bit more than half the round left. Fireball coming out. Will not connect whatsoever. Yeah, let's just go for a second one. Maybe he'll find something this time around. So we're in the corner, but Minority is not affected at all. What I should have done, there are no ADSs on the blue stairs, and guess what? There's a ventilation shaft, and they have had frag grenades. Maybe they want to get rid of the Legion. Minorities now get even Silix. That's the acute just blindly pushing around the corner. They could have gotten rid of Minority easily. Now again, 55 seconds left in the clock. It's all up now to Viper and T-Boss, and apparently not too sure what to do. Find himself in a 2 vs 3 situation. All the operators still on full HP. They got some utility in hand, but T-Boss still here on the roof. Probably now making the jump into the objective, and Scarecrow will be taken out. Now they're pushing over through Aquarium into the objective. Lucky there. Inside now. By the bomb. Will be drawn up, push coming in. He will be taken out by T-Boss though. With Lucky not beyond paid, and actually here T-Boss with the clutch. Getting Minority through the wall. Great play. Bit has in the beginning, but droning works out even if there's only like, what, 15 seconds left on the clock. So Legion are back on track, putting yet another one on the board. 5-3. Also like the Minority, always 6 picks off the Lord the Junker, just to give him some presence in these games. T-Boss here definitely the main fragger on Legion with 9 kills. So impressive. Also Lucky doing a lot of work for his team, kill-wise at least, putting up 8 there on the scoreboard. It's gonna be kitchen now. So let's just see how they will work out. For Renegades, actually Minority will stick this time around to the Chunker. Pointing, considering Legion brought a Capri Tower, this can be over and done with really quickly. Just knocks it down, repel. You hit him with the firebolt, and he's basically finished off. Majority even barricading in between sides. So a lot of barricades being used here as well. Also considering there's always the castle, they always want to basically shut off any potential ways in for the attackers. Such a not being used to open up the castle barricade. We have Sloth here inside of the main lobby. That's a misuse. If there was a C4 in play, they could have been taken out really easily. Oh, but it's not the case. You would rather use the slash something like this. Maybe if the chunk actually taking out T-Boss. So the upside down felt did not work out for him quite so well. But we have here Viper taking a lot of damage, but he will be taken out here by the Lord himself. Sloth though getting one of his as well as RS removed. Also the Legion died here in the process from the window. So it's Silex now also rotating into his also French GHN colleague. We've still a lot of roamers offside, always able to rotate. Now we just reached half the mark. Wait, I'm actually doing the same mistake as I did earlier. There's no thinker. You can't quick ADS, if you want to call it like that. It's not possible. So like, getting a nice headshot onto Minority. That's the Lord removed with a clap to the head, leaving him with only another 3 defenders. 60 seconds left. He's been left on 75 HP and has to face 3 defenders with 4 HP. Wellens still got a very strong position behind the bomb chassis. And there's not much utility in the hand of Silex to actually make things work. No flashbangs, no smoke nades. The Claymore is already probably used. No, he actually brought breathing charges, but those will not help him in this situation either. Again, still dealing with Waylon, always denying a way in. And always fighting around the bomb chassis. Now we're moving, getting closer to the 15-second mark. He's now into Sunray Spore, trying to make a way in. Waylon though is aware of that. Will land a couple of shots. Silex will not. Silex left here on the hallway. Will actually land a couple of shots on him with the wallbang. Waylon Stuffy being spotted outside as well, but nothing Silex could do about this in this situation. So Renegade now only 1 round, or rather 1 point behind Legion. They could take this, considering there's overtime, so we're not going to be just done finished if the score shows 6-6. So we're actually going to continue and play till the double overtime match point 7-7. Then one of those teams will get the final point, which is going to be 8-7 or 7-8. We'll see how that will turn out. Silex now bringing here the Nomad. Yes, there was some roaming going on Renegade side of things, so that actually might be a useful change. Also, we've seen only one rather attempted spawn peek. Goes Scarecrow on the dark. Round number 1. So I'm not playing as aggressively, the more focusing on basically the strategies and their setups. And the chunk actually somewhat worked. Because the chunk turret setup actually, you know, the chunk turret setup actually gave the attackers the chance to peek service entrance, and Renegades just basically capitalized on that and were ready for it. Brigade will be taken out with an impact nade. Pretty much now same lineup. In case you're wondering why so many people are running suppressors, this is because of the Road to SI event, and there's challenges going on as well. For example, getting or winning 3 matches in a row, getting tons of drones, etc., etc. Of course, custom matches will not count. But I was just, you know, too lazy to actually change the setup. And well, one of these, well, they're getting a lot of damage here from the fixed setting bolts, but well, he finished off the Capita in the first place. So at least I'd say that's a more or less a fair trade. It's a Viper being removed from the main window. But yes, there's a challenge, just to get back to this for a second, where you have to get some kills with a suppressed weapon. And Society players are just too lazy to actually change their attachments. And here we go, with one dropping downstairs. Entry RST being removed by Diego. That's Flocky in the main lobby, getting a kill for his own, putting his team now in the 5 versus 3 situation. He's in a very good position, but people is actually aware of his presence downstairs in the main lobby, so he's a bit hesitant when it comes to moving there into the hallway. Though so Alex getting a kill on his own, and also Minority, the Legion being removed. People also getting lucky, so things are turning. The Guma trigger will alert the defenders inside of theater, and the wall will be hit. Wall be coming through, dealing no damage whatsoever to Valen. Looks like they're getting another one. Now it's all up to Wayland, who's very low in HP inside of theater, and he will be pushed and taken out from the hallway by T-Boss. That's match point for Legion. Started off strong again, but this time they basically isolated the players inside of theater, and they cost them. That should have cost them actually the first time they did this. It was just simply, you know, Legion not capitalizing at all, which allowed actually Veluki and Sloth to clutch the round. We're not so lucky this time around. No Darkaby. The Nomad again worked out for him the last time. Sloth here bringing the Valkyrie. They just want to get some more information once again, and to know where the attackers are coming from. Because they had more or less a very easy entry in the last round. Also, something I would like to point out is that Legion is barely playing with heart breachers on Panthers, and this is why you don't need a heart breacher on Coastline, including Panthers. You don't need one. You can basically attack every bomb site without a heart breacher. Of course, it can be useful, especially if you use it properly and capitalize on the holes you actually open up, but you don't need it. That can be sometimes really, really odd to the players. And again, Panda's window will be opened up. Very same setup. I prefer going in and attempting to burn yet another one, at least to deal some damage as he did previously. Also, while we'll be open up, Silex though will be get attacked a bit. But yeah, you go missing the opportunity to get the wall bang through the barricade. And Lucky just keeps on running on. We're still full HP. So damage is done. But he's not been punished for it, and again there are 3 people stacked up inside of theater. Which again is not ideal. There are 2 ADSs there. They're pretty locked up in there. Right off, you're being left with a Guru mine in the foot. And we have Sloth sitting inside of Billiard's bar area, and he probably will be now drowned out by T-bots. And with Silex moving in. They're now well aware of the position of the Valkyrie, which will have to fall back. We'll actually go just check some more cams. Could be easily taken out from above, but there's nobody there. No grenades nearby. Silex though getting the Jaeger. Viper will be taken out by Violin, and Sloth will be taken out by T-Bar. So that's basically just refig after refig once again. The Visa is down though inside of the objective. They're being used to open up the castle barricade. T-Bar's here getting at least Violin the castle, and still 2 grenade left. Was that Pokeball? No, Waynoff killed himself with the frag grenade, so that's quite unfortunate. Cooked a bit too long there. There we go. It's gonna be a minority taking out T-Boss. So Legion now finds himself in a 2 vs 1 situation as Alex takes out the Doc. It's all about him minority fighting here with both Silex and RS. Now they're basically facing head on. He's here prone on the floor. The third grenade will be catched, and it's actually Silex down. Minority greeting going for the kill. This will actually punish him, but it will not. Minority here getting the kill on both Silex and RS. Bit greedy there for a second. I thought it would cost him the round, but that's not the case. He turns it around at the last second to actually take this run. So match point still not denied for Legion. T-Boss and Silex high up there with 13 and 10 kills. But already lucky, and while they're actually not doing so bad. But well, since we're playing more rounds than, you know, a standard ranked match or even casual, you're gonna get more kills. Well, that's true. Kitchen will be bomb site to finish things off, at least for the standard set of rounds for Renegades. And we again do have the Tachanka in play. So will it be the same setup? Will it be a different one? It somewhat worked out. They got a kill. They took out Silex. They're pulling upside down, the Nomad. I didn't even think Viper actually used anyone of his fixating bolts or fire bolts on the chunk on Minority previously. But looks like it's going to be the very same setup. Shield and the chunker turret right behind it. Hopefully Legion will not attack it so poorly as it did previously. I mean, even you can take him out from above. Hit the penthouse. That's off. That's off floor. Just take it from above. But Maxnomic will be used to open the castle barricades. Viper getting a kill, presumably through the journal again onto Scarecrow. That's a very unfortunate kill. RSA taken out by Minority. Shooting right past the shield, and here getting another one. Just people keep on peeking. It's going to be Silex getting also a kill here onto Valen through the kitchen window. Some minority really putting this turret to good use. I know, yeah, Flags not going for a peek. Actually having two players die to this. It's already misplaced. And there we have Viper solo breaching inside of the main lobby. Just putting some more pressure on the players. Racing inside, Starlink's doing a lot of damage to Loki over here by blue race ball. And Sunrise is actually double roaming together with Solar, so it's in fact only minority on site of the Chunker, who's already now pushed and challenged by the Thermite. There we go. Silex here with the kill on Sloth, putting his team in a 3 versus 2 advantageous situation. But Floki removing Viper, Weirdolf seems to be going for attempt to plant. Area smoked out, minority is not making his way at all. But now Silex more or less has to move, has to support the Monty on the post plant. That's not the case here. If Loki getting the kill, and he's probably go for a run out onto the Monty. I can just basically double up on him. Wait up whipping his shots, and just Loki gonna be defusing in the meantime, but doesn't matter, minority gets the kill on the Monty. And that's Renegades winning round number 12. And with that, match point is denied for Legion, and we're heading into the overtime. It's almost random who will get to play on defense, and looks like it's gonna be the defenders, at least for this round. The next round will in fact gonna switch. And it's gonna be Kitchen again. I mean, they've seen quite some success now with this bomb side. As they played it 2 times in defense and they won both of them, so now maybe 3rd time's the charm again. And they can also take this for a round and in fact take the lead in this matchup for the very first time too. Let's just see, and again of course minority onto the chunk. I mean, it has been working out now twice basically in a row, and I don't know why, you know, Legion basically keeps on pushing the same door. But there's no Monty this time around. They're running Sloth, actually getting the kill on minority. Well, that's a bit early, and that's the Lord who's been killed. That's probably the attempt to take out the drone, so that's really unfortunate. I do not want to know what's going on in games currently, but well, it's only a friendly, so there's not so much on the line. A bit more important matchup, this would definitely, you know, suck a little bit. The human will be destroyed already by Net again, so he just keeps on getting negative points. Killing teammates, destroying. Gadgets of teammates. But this time there is nobody peeking. He was a bit, with no chunk in play. It's a bit more easy for him to actually challenge the defenders inside of service. The Weirdolf will be down upstairs. Hereby for Lucky as I suppose, yes, but almost see the refrag coming out from T-Boss is also here inside of Pen. Doesn't expect a rotation from the Jaeger coming out, and in fact that's the case, but he will just, after being droned out, run back down the blue stairs, delaying a lot of time. And that's also a thing about the defenders. Though the winner will be broken, almost loses his head here to Silex. Very unfortunate timing, edge up coming out to deny any potential jump pads. Using 2 there to cover his own butt. might be a little too much, considering that's not the bomb site. And the Viper, in fact, using an extra thermite charge as a vertical gameplay. I mean, as such, you don't need it necessarily. Sledge or bug would be probably a bit more useful, but hey, whatever works for you. Look at they're getting another kill. That Salix being removed now as well. But didn't put it in the proper position. Now they only open up bathroom, so map knowledge is not yet there. You want to open up here over by the bed itself so you can have a look. Straight at this position with Scarecrow and Wayland sitting at the moment. The bomb chassis, that's where you want to have your eyes on. And RSA is here, dealing with two people. Most importantly, Wayland here to castle. Inside, will be spotted, at least a bit. And 30 seconds left on the clock. Renegades here with the man advantage. Another extra thermal charge coming out. Now this time used on the right position. Scarecrow being challenged. Losing tons of HP to Viper, but it doesn't matter. 15 seconds left on the clock, and they're nowhere near to even put the plant down because it's RSA on the kitchen window attempting to make things work. And now T-Boss left in a 1 vs 4 situation, basically unwinnable with Viper on the floor. The Renegades taking the lead, in fact, in round number 13. Took them a while to actually get there, to get the advantage, but hey, okay, then eventually, and that's overtime match point for them, and we'll have Legion on defense now. It's going to be Panthers for them. Just having a brief look. Yes, they played Panthers twice on defense and also won it both times. So Panthers basically could be what Kitchen is to Renegade, because Kitchen only worked out once for Legion, as they were defending this very bomb site. Let's just see how things go. For Legion, if they can turn things around, actually go then to double overtime match point. That's being opened up here now as well. Just allows the anchors inside to rotate a bit more. I'm just curious how Viper's actually going to use the cardiac sensor. Most likely is going to be playing here downstairs in the bathroom, but he will definitely need somebody to cover his back, because when he's playing, when he's basically looking up to the ceiling, he's the person you want to keep alive, because he's the one that will plant or rather deny the plant. But what he's doing, attempting a spawn peek. It's not so aggressive and actually going. We're just gonna go for another one. This is most certainly not so good. That's the Ash over here. Nobody's focusing here on the sunrise window. In fact, actually expecting somebody to be on the balcony. Scarecrow releasing some health here to the Valkyrie, to Silex. But again, Viper playing this extremely aggressively. You got it to 4, you got a cardiac sensor. What you want to do is to sit in kitchen or rather the bathroom, depending on where your main focus is at the moment, and deny anyone pushing into VIP or planting a diffuser. Grappling in. Where's Rodao? That's his main position. You maybe want to combine it with a Castle Barricade, with Aroma over in Sunrises, with Aroma over in main lobby, to cover this very operator, to cover Pulse, to cover Viper. That's what you want to do, and not having him spawn big, even though he's a very good Roma. And there we go, Scarecrow with a kill on RSA. That's the Frost being removed. But unfortunately, he dropped down the roof. But there's Vluki running to his rescue. Seems to be an edge. Can't quite spot it. T-Bosso getting one for himself. That's Maverick being removed. Shot through the hole. Did not see the Ash though on the cam. That's Waylon. They're running back down the stairs. And again, Viper is not in the position where he's supposed to be as a pulse. And there we go. That's minority planting. You could deny that from below, but he's just simply not doing it. Scarecrow though, denying from the window near. In fact, they'll get the kill on Waited Off. Double kill for him, and minority sitting inside of the corner. And Viper still not has used his C4 whatsoever. You want to go from below and not just, you know, running and gunning around. 2 vs 4 now. For him will not get the kill on minority. Monty still sitting inside of the corner. It's all up now to Silex, being worried about the guy playing downstairs. That's when I'm being dispatched. Waited after getting a kill on Scarecrow. The Twitch trying to repel in. But it's basically not a winnable situation. There's not even enough time now to defuse the bomb. Even if you just popped up there right on top of the diffuser. It's Flocky holding angles. It's minority holding angles. It's basically unwinnable. Silex also just simply waiting. Maybe somebody will push him, but that's just not the case. Little teabag at the end, but well, that doesn't matter. Round number 14 ends in favor of Renegade, and so does this matchup. Legion not able to put the players in the right position to actually counter diffuser. Hard-fought victory, yes indeed. Renegades fought back after being shut down so very early into the matchup. Tons of kills coming out. T-Boss, Silex, well as a minority, and Lucky doing tons of work for the team, playing it really good, I have to admit, and they deserve this very first win on Coastline. Well played. GG gentlemen, well played.
Ek het baie headshots gekry.
Oh, GG.
GG boys.
Was that it?
GG's guys.
And
Hopefully we can go on SA service now.
she's got a problem. Yeah, can we try and switch back to the
Yes,
SA service?
please.
No, please.
I would have to
play on these servers.
I would have to rehost again, but
I know, dude. The lag was intense, bruh.
No,
Yeah, I did
couldn't
see
play
that.
like that, bro.
Like, somebody was spectating me. Eesh, dude.
Zylax, the way you waited for me to come up those stairs just to kill me. Why?
Bro, I knew I'm not gonna make it. I knew I won't make it, so yeah.
You were so blind, dude. Like, as soon as you came up the stairs, I dropped. And how my shots never hit you, I don't know how my shots
No,
never
exactly, bro. I don't know, this
But
ping,
yeah, well done,
yo,
gents, well
dude.
done.
Yeah, well done, dude. Well done.
Who was that Blackbeard though? You lit me up
Michael.
like a mother.
So Fresh gonna rehost now.
if you guys want to rehost, but like I did set it to SA service, gotta be a problem in Ubisoft side of things, so
It's probably gonna change back to EU because this game is screwing
With
around.
the echoes.
basically.
No, but I did a custom just now on SA servers and the ping was pretty stable.
yes,
So
but we are
just
playing on
double
EU
check,
service, it's not
hopefully
the
it
SA
stays.
service. I put it to SA service,
Yeah,
but for some reason switches back to EU service.
Okay.
It's a problem with Siege.
Yeah, and Fresh is from like EU, so obviously.
I am.
I know today, like, quite a lot of South Africans, we couldn't, like, log into Rainbow. I was
Yeah.
quite fortunate,
I
like,
think
I've
the
been
game
playing
is
all
screwed
day.
up, though.
But a lot of them,
Yeah, same.
like, after this new update, they log in, then it says unable to connect to Rainbow Six Siege servers. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I want to play with some of my friends, and then they can't play, they've all gone offline.
Why are your teammates leaving though?
I don't wanna go offline now.
I honestly, I don't know why they're leaving. I'm the only one in game chat.
Do you mind
Everybody
if
does it now.
if we leave it, yeah, and then we just maybe rearrange the scrim, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I wanted to ask, who was visual last round?
Me. T-Boss Nathan.
GG, dude.
But you
I
guys
tried.
are
I tried so hard, like, and that Valkyrie, that Valkyrie made me so lit.
Lol.
Huh? Jeez,
No.
I didn't expect you to come from where you were, dude. GG though, guys.
Oh.
So what's happening now?
I think let's just arrange it for maybe later on. I'll talk to Byron.
Yeah, just have a talk with
Alright,
Brian,
cool.
see maybe you can put it on
Yeah.
a different day where the lag is not this bad.
Yeah, because I mean we can't play like this. This
Michael.
is not practice
Yeah,
or
no,
anything.
dude.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet boys. Then
Sweet
enjoy your
gents,
guys'
thank
night.
you for the games.
Thanks
Enjoy
for
your
the
evenings
one
further,
game.
gents.
Yeah, thanks for the
But,
GG.
cheers.
Alright. GG's gents, deuces.
Right, enjoy, eh?
Alright, with that being said, with all the problems we've had, technical issues, not being able to connect to SA servers, we're just gonna call it as we've said in game chat, and we'll actually move this matchup to another date, and we'll continue on Clubhouse. Legion was Renegade. Thanks for watching so far. I'm very sorry once again, but what was going on with Siege news of today, I don't know what was going on why we couldn't connect to the SA servers, but well, it's a game. Can fail sometimes. But anywho, thanks for watching. Until the next time, take care.